よし、早速トイレ行ってこよう。よいしょ。またボタン間違えた。めっちゃ刺さっとる。
The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols.
あ、もう終わり?
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. Money was left inside the wallet. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Pieces from the pedestal. The iron mounting rod is broken. Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged. Scratches on the stone.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Hmm? あ、逃げられた。あ、ムカつく。超絶ムカつく。あ、いた。よし、潰した。耳が早い。あれ。目標何？犯行現場を調査して、目撃者に質問。
Only club members have access.
会員じゃないのあなた。会話内で食べる。 犯人が声に葉っぱを撒いたかのように。なるほど。近づくのは無理だと思わせるために撒いたって感じ。
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
粗悪品？公的だな。退役軍人。既婚者。ロンドン国王協会ローンボールズクラブの理事長、かつては権威ある歩兵連隊に所属する兵士。既婚者で金持ちのように見えるが実際の生活は苦しい。トーリー党と政治的な関わり、社交的なようだ。
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
入りたきゃ令状を持ってこいと。
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
あそこの警部に言った方がいいのかな、そういうのは。なんか見逃してるってこと？
Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but...
Please, go on.
He said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
槍を投げる。葉っぱを踏む。受けて倒れる。で、
こんばんはです。アンダーバー、アンダーバー。
出てくる。飛び降りて、逃げるところを見たと。不思議映像すぎるな。ジェグル
You're
さんか
still
ら
here?
どこで検索？
謎
I need to
解き。
finish here first.
そう、謎解き。あれ？
I need to finish here first.
ここを終わらせないと。
No, it wasn't like that.
意味がわかんない。だってそんなのありえないだろ。
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
あそこになんかある。あれを調べられてなかったってこと？
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall. I need to finish here first.
まだダメか。槍を投げる。
No, it wasn't like that.
槍を投げる。葉っぱを踏む。あ、そういうこと？葉を踏む。槍を投げる。食らって、クラブから出てきて逃げる。多分こうだろう。
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
A murder.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
余計なことはするなよ。探偵がよく言われるセリフだな。まだダメか。
シャーロック・ホームズが主人公なんですね。
そりゃそうでしょ。シャーロック・ホームズ悪魔の娘でタイトルだもん、これ。フリープレイに出てるやつだよ。これ。
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. Money was left inside the wallet. An ordinary pencil. The Mayan calendar. Here's a Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
これから探すか。これだね。聖なる飾られし。聖なるだね。超大変だな、これ見比べろとか。見る、目撃する。ないんじゃねえか。もうないよね、多分。うわぁ、目疲れる、これ。ないね。ないない。あ、これはあるよね。封印されしじゃない。 もうない。もうないな。出すかな。これ一番上から順々にやってった方がいいな。神殿を目指すものには呪いが超めんどくさいんだけどこれ。降りかかり封印されし、さっき1個前に上がったっけ。どうによりこっちがな、よみがえりしどうによりだな。死を迎える選ばれし者だけが救われる。
Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
呪い、呪いね。走り去るところを目撃した。呪いね。呪い。間違ってるでしょ。
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
邪魔。ワトソン君ちょっと邪魔だよ。
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the...
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
何かに感染している。
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
These scars are old.
ああ、間違えた。
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
何らかの病変。
It was a powerful throw. The spear
槍
pierced
は
right
体
through the
を
body.
貫通。
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
力のある者に
It's
よって槍
possible
は
that
投
the
げられ
link
る。
between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
We'll need to get a search warrant.
こっちか。こっちじゃないの。こっちじゃん。どこに行きゃいいんだよ。
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask. Give you a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
いや、ワインだろ。一人で見物疲れ切っている。昨夜はあまり寝ていない。ずっとワインを飲んでいた。今は頭痛。拳銃の手入れをしていることから機嫌はいい。思い出の品として香水付きの女物のハンカチを持っている。間違えた。英国市会議員の妻、ロビン夫人はレストレイダーの機嫌の良さと消しているのかもしれない。
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later. There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the...
間違えた。そうでないか。
では、飯落ちします。謎解き頑張ってください。
疲れジブさん。
The statue of Takunuman. Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
はい、どうも。
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
I wonder who this man is. Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
不自然なスペース。
The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. The 50th... Charles Yellingham has a large family.
A
message to Sir Charles from Zacharias.
間違えた。我ができた。よ 4度目。4度目の支払いの遅延か。それは信用問題に関わるよな。
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
だよね。
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. These antiques look quite valuable. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. So, Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact, you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Ah, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
だとしたらあいつなかなかクソ野郎だな。間違えた。
That's not the one I need.
農業、陶芸、象形文学、暦の発明、スープにヒートより驚くべき建築物、象徴的芸術、品構成をしている。マヤ基地とも呼ばれる基地王国だ。基地とは基地という意味を知らない人間体に由来する。テックンマンは基地王国最後の支配者でペナルの戦いにおいて軍と共にスペインの征服者と戦った基地王国として知られる。テクンマンはそこでドン・ペドロ・デ・アルバラドの剣が目に去ったことに名称を打った。
Here it is. It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
確か今回の被害者も腫れてたよな。間違えたボタン。またおっしゃったよ。
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
存在しないでしょ。それを存在するってことにしたら。いや、まだ早いでしょう。絶対まだ早い。
Mr. Marley is over there, near the statue's pedestal.
The statue of... Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Grabストレート8番地。
Gumbled Road. Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Cranny Street. Cranny Street. Grub Street. Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
またバグってるよ。
Fresh scratches. A drawing of Takunu Man. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. There were 2 large boxes. Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu Man. A furnace for melting metal. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Something large and heavy was dragged here. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takunu Man's statue.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here?
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring.
Timer. お守り。魔除け、厄除けのお守りか。ああ、なるほどね。45より下。つまりよく包み、高校学からもの性格を無頓者が一人だけ暮らしている。多くのものに見つけていくが、迷信深いことがわかる。で、そこは東か油を使って作業。彼の仕事は集中力を必要とする眠気の作業のため、目が重なる。
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It's not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go?
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
Well, that would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
なんか正体来たな、今。間違えた。よし。終わろう。あら。誰か見に来てくれとる。一旦配信終わりやす。ちょっと飯を食いに行ってくるんで。また帰ってきたら配信しますね。何やろうかな、夜は。いつも通り7時か。本物はやんないかな、多分。じゃあ、どうした。またお願いします。